Join us as we shine a spotlight on compelling conversations with leaders from Washington State and beyond. This is Conversations with Katie Hall.
My name is Portia Polo. How's everyone doing tonight? Yeah. I'm truly honored to be here to be celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the Katie Hall Foundation. I was part of the pilot cohort for Girls on the Rise during my 8th grade year, so in the middle of COVID-19 pandemic. And at the time where I really was desperate for connection and community, the foundation gave me a lifeline. Yeah. So now I'm a senior in high school and I'm graduating next week. I'll also be attending Cal State San Marcos and an athletic scholarship. A dream that I've worked hard to achieve, but to be a student athlete, it means that you have to sacrifice a lot, but it also means that every day you strive to be better, or you strive to be great, not just in sports, but as a person. And so I've stayed connected to the Katie Hall Foundation and Girls on the Rise because they have left a long-lasting impact on me. And it has helped me, it has shaped me into the person I am today. It has made me confident, driven, and ready for the next chapter in life. As a student athlete, when people support us, I feel seen and valued when people support us. When they create opportunities, real opportunities where we can compete and grow and figure out who we are as an athlete in safe and encouraging spaces. And Mr. Mario Bailey has been doing that for his Seahawks athletes and to young athletes across Washington. And Mr. Mario has been a big advocate for just sports equity, and I heard that he has been a big advocate in getting girls flag football to be a sanctioned sport in high school. That's awesome. Mr. Mario Bailey.
Well, actually, Portia is graduating. Portia, I love you. Katie Hall Foundation love you, and Mario, thank you sincerely for what you've done for flag football for girls in the state of Washington. Let's give up to Mario Bailey. Katie Hall Foundation is giving a $500, it's not a lot, I know that, but it's the beginning of us giving out scholarships to our own girls. We gave out scholarships to our board members who are in college. We gave out like $2,500, $5,000 scholarships. Portia, we gonna get there. Right now, tonight, we're giving you $500 before any of our donations. And as I talked to your mom today, which I love, Elaine, because she didn't tell you, we're going to be giving you more money, but we'll let you know on Tuesday of next week. But Portia's going to a D1, and we want to support her.
One of the biggest off-court skill that any athlete learns is organization and balance, because we have such a balanced schedule with practices, trainings, or games that you won't be able to do any of that if your grades fall below. So I have to prioritize certain things and sacrifice certain things, but I'm okay with that because I want to be a high educated athlete. And some advice I'd give to younger student athletes is just to understand when you need help and to not struggle alone. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, there are resources not just for athletes, but for everyone.
Sports is so important to us. I feel like when, we were at UW, we'd go to the football games, and then we would go down to the Mariners games all the times with friends. And my birthday's in April, so we would always do like the opening game together for my birthday. And so it's always been like really important, and just like brings the city together and like kind of unites us around.
I wound up in Seattle. My last year in St. Louis, we had a contract problem. I was a player, and I wouldn't sign a contract with the St. Louis Hawks, and so they wound up trading me to Seattle. and I was traded here in '69, I think it was. And I was here 1 year, and then they wanted me to be a player coach. And I told the general manager he was crazy. You know, but then I thought about it. It was so close to training camp that I said, if we get someone in here who didn't know the team, it maybe wouldn't work out real well. So I decided that I would be a player coach. I was toward the end of my career, and it was something that I thought I could do. So I said, okay. So I agreed to be a player coach. So I became a player coach for the Seattle Supersonics.
"2025, talk to us about why is it still important?"
Well, Will Nichols is our founder, and Will is a very special person. He's been a referee a long time, and this organization kind of got started. He was refereeing a soccer game one day, and he looked at one team that had really nice uniforms and matching socks and the whole thing, and then he looked at the other team who had okay uniforms, but the socks were you guys had different socks, and there was a couple players that didn't have any socks, and they were looking at as referees like this, we can't have this. And so before the game, him and his partner actually went to Walmart or Target or somewhere and got the team some socks.
Wow.
And
That's leadership.
Yeah. And then he kind of thought to himself, I'm curious how many underserved communities need equipment, need the proper equipment, want to have matching jerseys or want to have matching shorts, but just can't afford it.
Right.
And so this then kind of launched Sports in Schools, and we've impacted thousands of different players and hundreds of schools around the Puget Sound area.
Seattle, they did okay for basketball, but what did they do? They sent their team to Oklahoma. Oklahoma, of all places. Me, I live in Portland. We got the Trailblazers. It says it all. We don't need, we're just better.
Thank you all for coming out. And Tyra, thank you. We sit on a board together, the Seattle Association of Black Journalists. And from day one when I met you, I was just excited to work with you. Well, we are here today to celebrate. And as we mentioned, it's not about one person. It's really about all of us coming together collectively. And the Katie Hall Foundation, if you didn't know, we have two main pillars. One of them is Sickle Cell Anemia. My beautiful daughter, KJ, lives with sickle cell. She lives very resiliently with sickle cell, may I add. We've got some very positive results that her hemoglobin level is normal. And for individuals living with sickle cell, that's not only achievement. We're so proud of KJ, and I see all the people in the room when we first started the organization, like Kimmy. We worked so hard in Children's Hospital for sickle cell and also for your son as well. So thank you all for being here. The other one, which is a lot of fun for me, is Girls on the Rise. Girls on the Rise is over 1,000 girls strong. They're here in the United States, mainly in Washington State. We also have a cohort in Nigeria. And in all transparency, we had to cancel the Nigerian cohort this year in particular because of funding purposes. But those ladies are still with us, globally, and they're doing really great work. And you can check them out on our YouTube channel. So we're here for Girls on the Rise, Sickle Cell Anemia, and really just to have a really great time. But thank you all for coming out. I want to thank Lenny, Ben, Angela, Veronica. There's so many people in this room that has held me up, especially in particular when it comes to sickle cell. And I really do thank you all. I want to thank my father. He just turned 68 yesterday. And he also flew from Detroit as well. So anybody that knows me, I love Seattle. This is definitely my second home, but I'm a girl from the deep. With that being said, I'm going to pass the mic back over to Tyra. Thank you all for being here so much. We do have general admissions showing up in about 45 minutes, so I think we probably need to get the program going. As a matter of fact, the chefs will be serving the Gates Foundation table, this table as well, and they'll also be serving like the BFCF table. And then everyone else, we're going to have go up and do like a family style buffet and then bring your food back in. All right.
Give it up for Katie Hall, everybody.
So Mario, what's going on? How are you?
Doing well. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. So hey, native, right? Seattle native.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you roll the clock back for us and talk a little bit about sports in your lifetime?
My first thing about sports is the Sonics. The Sonics winning the NBA championship. I was a big basketball fan, so 78, 79, watching Gus Williams, Jack Sigma, Dennis Johnson, the whole crew. Like, I remember the championship and it was at the parade, so that's my first big memory of sports in Seattle.
So what did that do for you as a young kid, like being able to see a championship team in basketball?
Well, for me, they would come to our schools and do different activities, and they were in the neighborhood. So you could actually touch those guys, and I got to see those guys up close and personal. So it made me think that I could be an NBA champion. It made me feel like I could make it to the NBA just seeing those guys. So when we go out, I wore number 1 to be Gus Williams. I tied my shoes behind in the back like Gus Williams. Everything was Sonic, everything. When you're an NBA champion and it's in your city and the guys actually come out in the city, it just makes you think something's possible.
What was it like for you when a team left Seattle?
I was just talking to somebody today, actually, Jack Sigma's son, Luke. Very disappointing and hurtful because I hadn't been going to as many games. So now it's like, as soon as these Sonics come back, I'm trying to get season tickets. Like, the fans in Washington State, the fans in Seattle are great. They're fantastic, and the Sonic game used to be so much fun.
Being such a big prominent for girls flag football and what it means for younger women athletes in their professional development.
It's just what I just talked about opportunities. I feel like the young ladies, if you see them flag football, you'll see how passionate they are, how competitive they are, and all that they do. But it gives them an opportunity. You could get a scholarship. Girls flag football is an Olympic sport in 2028. You could be an Olympian. There's all kinds of opportunities for these young ladies. So to be an advocate for that is easy. And the Seahawks, we've donated over $500,000 to not only the schools in Washington, but Idaho, Hawaii, and a few other states. And we have over 100 schools here in Washington playing girls flag football. But I just wanted to make sure that I helped and did my part in giving them an opportunity. So next year when you see the girls flag championship, state championship, I'll always feel a part of that.
Topic is sports has played an important role in all three of you.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Rhonda Pollard. It is an honor to be here, Katie. Thank you so much. Too. Sports has changed everything for me. Access, opportunity, put me in rooms where women usually aren't. And it's gotten me here. So I'd be more grateful. Okay, I want to read this because I really love this question. I don't want to get this wrong. Invest in her, not just financially, but emotionally. Tell a girl you believe in her. Hand her a glove, a ball, a golf club, a football, and stand back and let her lead. For me, coaching is how I pour back in. Every time I see one of our first T girls show up fearless and full of joy, I remember why this work matters. We don't need to be perfect, we just need to be present.
For me, I think sports has brought me lifelong friends who I've been able to call family. And it's just brought me a great community.
So what would you say to encourage other parents, coaches, teachers to inspire young girls to play basketball or play sports in general?
Yeah. I mean, girls play tough, you know, there's no throw like a girl. I mean, girls are tough out there, even tougher than the boys, I think. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, they learn a lot. It's great for them. And they're so much fun to watch. I love it. I think everybody should do it.
And so when I think about Girls on the Rise, I'm just very excited and hope that every girl in Washington State gets a chance to experience it.
We are Why Not You Academy, Girls on the Rise, and we are changing lives, one girl at a time.
So let me ask you a question. So if the Supersonics return, what is that going to do to our beautiful city?
I mean, sports really drive a lot of traffic and like so much tourism. If the Sonics come back, ticket prices, you can imagine, just like the Kraken, are going to be so high. Like, basketball in Seattle has such a rich history that if the Songs came back, season tickets would be impossible to get them.
Would you mind?
You are here because you care. It's affected you, affected your children, affects you personally. This topic of sickle cell anemia has been around. It started around the early 1900s when people started openly talking about it, but it's been like a untalked about secret because it affects, our community. About 100,000 people are affected by it. So it has been on the top of everyone's discussion. We have to do this. It has to be first on the top of our discussion when you look at how it affects so many lives. And with what's happening now with gene editing and gene therapy, there is some incredible good news. It takes money, time, awareness, but with some of the clinics like Odessa Brown, we are doing groundbreaking work. So it's all about hope and faith and positive energy as we talk about this subject that should be near and dear to everyone's heart. So I say that in the context of sickle cell anemia research. We are nowhere near where we need to be on awareness and research, and we have to be loud because at the end of the day, we have to get the federal dollars, and let's not go there right now, the federal dollars, the state dollars, the local dollars, doubling down on disparate impacts because this affects our community. And that's what you have in what we're trying to do here in Seattle. So Odessa Brown, to give mad props to our health centers to be able to openly talk about this to the children and families that go through it. They just may have a bad day, right? And they need someone to talk to. So particularly in this levy, any person, I think between the ages of 8 to 24 could have telehealth help. They could call and talk to someone. And then our job is to make sure that the person receiving the call are educated on what sickle cell anemia is all about.
And what would you want to say, if Marshawn was right here with you right now at this moment, what would you say to him? What are you most proud about?
I'm proud about his whole life.
His whole life.
His whole life. Every day he gets up and then he does something positive. To me, what I like about him is he's he. Yeah. That's all he is. So he's his own person. He doesn't let nobody dictate him, and he knows how to be diverse. He knows how to do it when he needs to do it, act the way he does, in this way. And that's what you have to do to become successful. You don't have to always act like people want you to. You can act like what you need to do at the right time and be that special person and let people love you. People love you when they be like, I want to be around him. He's a great guy. And that's what you have to have in this world, because this world is crazy. We don't get it every day. It's not promised to us. A lot of our OGs and everything are passing away. And we got to keep a dynasty of let our kids and our grandbabies understand what's going on and to teach them the right way. And that's what I like.
Being from Oakland, I'm from Detroit. Kids like us,
we the same.
We weren't meant to make it out.
Right.
What do you want to say to the youth that's watching about the importance of knowing who they are and being authentic to them?
Well, right now you got kids and everything, even in Detroit and Oakland. Listen, you guys got to have a goal. You have to have something. I think you have to understand that you got to listen. You got to be that one who has to don't have an ego into you. I know a lot of people nowadays, the generation is different. You guys get in your feelings too much. I think that you got to understand that we're trying to help. We're not trying to beat you down. Once we tell you, we've been where you've been. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that we have to understand that. And when you got a goal for yourself and then listen, guarantee you things will come to you better than what you think it is. And that's what I tell kids now that as I coach. Listen before you react. Just listen. Try it one time. It'll work. You know what I mean? Because they don't understand everything. They think they understand everything. But then when it all comes bad, they'll be like, oh, I should have listened. And then it's too late by that time. Conversations with Katie Hall, y'all better tune into her because I am every day. It's always good.
Thank you. Let's give it up for Alina again. That was just a beautiful song. And it's kind of say it is not fair to put somebody from a political office after an amazing singer because we just can't deliver the same way. So thank you for your gifts. And I just want to say, first of all, congratulations, Katie Hall Foundation, 10 years of just doing amazing work for our community because that's what it's all about. So You know, the mayor in the mayor's office these days, we're dealing with be honest, some pretty tough stuff in our country and our world right now. It's no secret about what's going on. We're in an environment right now where our own federal government is a place where we can't say words like diversity, like equity, like inclusion, like empowerment, words that are core to our values of who we are and what we fight for and what we believe in. The mayor sends his regards and congratulations. He unfortunately couldn't be here, but he wanted me to speak on his behalf and also to present KD and the KD Hall Foundation a proclamation that comes from him. Girls on the Rise is a diverse group of young ladies dedicated to advocating for women's and girls' leadership while both teaching and learning from each other, and is structured to develop real-world leadership skills. Now, therefore, I, Bruce A. Harrell, Mayor of Seattle, do hereby proclaim June 2025 to be Girls on the Rise Month. Congratulations.